Most people think CVT transmissions fail out of nowhere, but 9 times out of 10, the transmission warned them way before it died. The problem? Almost nobody recognizes the early signs until it becomes serious. In this video, I'll walk you through the 13 symptoms that tell you exactly where your CVT stands and how to spot the moment when it's already too late. The CVT, which is the short for continuously variable transmission, is popular in many modern cars because it provides smooth acceleration and better fuel efficiency compared to traditional automatic transmissions. However, CVTs have their own unique set of problems that can cause headaches if ignored. In this video, I'll walk you through the top 13 symptoms of CVT transmission problems, what you can do to fix them, and when it's time to face the harsh truth it might be too late to save your transmission. Now, let's look at the 13 common symptoms you will experience if your continuously variable transmission is going bad. 1. Slipping or jerking during acceleration. One of the most common early signs of CVT trouble is slipping or jerking when you press the gas pedal. Instead of smooth acceleration, the engine revs higher, but the car struggles to pick up speed. This can happen because of worn belts or pulleys inside the CVT. Often, a CVT fluid change or flush can help if caught early, but ignoring this symptom can lead to more severe damage. 2. Strange noises, whining or grinding. CVTs are usually quieter than traditional transmissions, so unusual sounds like whining, grinding, or buzzing under acceleration are red flags. These noises may come from worn bearings or damaged components inside the transmission. In many cases, this points to low or dirty CVT fluid. Changing the fluid can sometimes fix the problem, but if the noises persist, a professional inspection is necessary. 3. Delayed or no response when shifting. If your CVT hesitates before moving from park to drive or doesn't respond immediately when you accelerate, this could indicate transmission control issues or worn internal parts. Sometimes the transmission control module needs to be reset or reprogrammed, but more severe internal wear might require repair or replacement. 4. Transmission overheating warning light. Many modern vehicles with CVT have a dedicated transmission temperature warning light. If this light comes on, it means the transmission is running too hot, which is very harmful for CVTs. Overheating can be caused by low or degraded CVT fluid, towing heavy loads, or driving in stop-and-go traffic. Ignoring overheating risks permanent transmission damage. 5. Erratic or harsh shifting feel. While CVTs don't shift gears like traditional automatics, they simulate gear changes by adjusting pulley ratios. If you feel sudden jerks or harsh shifts, it can mean the CVT's belt or pulley system is wearing out or the transmission fluid isn't doing its job properly. Regular fluid checks and changes help prevent this symptom. 6. Warning lights and error codes. If the check engine light or transmission warning light comes on, a scan tool can often pull CVT-related trouble codes. These codes might indicate sensor failures, fluid pressure problems, or mechanical issues inside the CVT. Ignoring warning lights can make minor repairs turn into major transmission failures. 7. Poor fuel economy. Since CVTs are designed for smooth and efficient power delivery, a sudden drop in fuel economy can signal transmission problems. If your car is using more fuel than usual, it's worth checking the CVT fluid level and condition, as poor lubrication increases friction and reduces efficiency. 8. Burning smell or fluid leaks. A burning smell coming from under the hood or visible transmission fluid leaks are serious warning signs. CVT fluid is specially formulated, and if it burns or leaks, the transmission isn't being properly lubricated or cooled. Address leaks immediately and consider a fluid flush to prevent further damage. 9. Transmission stuck in one gear or mode. Sometimes the CVT can get stuck in a single ratio or mode, such as limp mode, designed to protect the transmission from damage. If your car won't accelerate past a certain point or feels sluggish, the CVT might be locking into a safe mode due to detected faults. A diagnostic scan and professional repair will be required. 10. Metal shavings in transmission fluid. If you or your mechanic check the CVT fluid and find metal shavings, this means internal components are wearing down badly. Metal debris can cause severe damage if circulated inside the transmission. In most cases, this is a sign that the CVT is nearing the end of its life and a rebuild or replacement may be necessary. 11. Vibrations or shaking while driving. Unusual vibrations or shaking that come from the transmission area can mean worn CVT components or mounting issues. Sometimes engine mounts or transmission mounts wear out and cause vibration that feels like transmission trouble, so a full inspection is recommended to identify the cause. 12. Difficulty engaging reverse. If your CVT struggles to engage reverse gear or makes grinding noises when backing up, the transmission fluid could be low or dirty, or internal parts may be failing. Early fluid changes and inspections can help, but persistent issues require professional attention. 13. Sudden loss of power or complete transmission failure. The worst-case scenario is sudden loss of power or the CVT completely failing to transfer power to the wheels. This usually happens if the transmission is severely worn or has suffered internal damage. At this point, the CVT needs major repairs or replacement, which can be expensive. Is it safe to drive with early CVT symptoms? A lot of people ask, can I still drive the car if it's just slipping a little or making a mild whining noise? The honest answer is yes, but only up to a point. If you're only noticing minor symptoms like slight hesitation, mild noise, or a small dip in fuel economy, you can still drive the vehicle as long as you immediately schedule an inspection and avoid long highway trips or towing anything heavy. But if the car is jerking hard, going into limp mode, refusing to go into reverse, or you've already seen a transmission overheat warning, park it. Driving with those symptoms can turn a $300 fluid plus sensor fix into a $4,000 plus rebuild very quickly. Early signs mean, get it checked. Late signs mean, stop driving now. Now, looking at rebuild, replace, or use CVT. So, when a CVT is badly damaged, you usually have only 3 realistic options: rebuild the existing transmission, replace it with a used one, or install a brand new unit. And most drivers don't fully understand the pros and cons of each. A rebuild generally costs between $3,000 and $4,500 and offers a solid middle ground solution, but the reliability depends heavily on the quality of the shop doing the work. A used CVT is the cheapest option at around $1,800 to $2,500, but it also carries the highest risk because you never really know how the previous owner treated it, and in many cases, these used units fail again within 12 to 24 months. A brand new CVT provides the best reliability, but the price usually starts at $5,000 or more, which is why many owners decide to sell the car altogether instead of investing that much into it. Would you rebuild it or just sell the car at that point? I'm genuinely curious. Drop your answer in the comments below so I know which side you're on. Fixes for common CVT problems. Many CVT problems can be avoided or fixed by simple maintenance steps. Regular CVT fluid changes using the manufacturer's recommended fluid type are crucial. Unlike traditional automatics, CVT fluid degrades faster and can't be replaced with regular transmission fluid. Flushing the system every 30,000 to 60,000 miles is generally advised. If your car shows symptoms like slipping or harsh acceleration, start by checking fluid levels and condition. If the fluid is dark or smells burnt, it's time for a change. Also, keep an eye on your dashboard warning lights and don't ignore transmission-related error codes. Many minor faults can be fixed with a software update or sensor replacement. For mechanical noises or persistent slipping, you'll need a professional transmission technician. Sometimes worn belts or pulleys inside the CVT can be repaired, but often, the whole transmission must be rebuilt or replaced, especially if metal shavings are found in the fluid. When is it too late to save your CVT? Knowing when your CVT is beyond repair can save you money and stress. If you've ignored warning signs like slipping, overheating, and strange noises for a long time, the damage can become severe and irreversible. Finding metal shavings in the fluid is one of the clearest signs of catastrophic internal damage. At this stage, repairs are usually expensive, and replacing the transmission or the whole vehicle may be more cost-effective. Also, if your CVT frequently enters limp mode, causes your vehicle to stall, or fails to engage gears properly despite multiple repairs, it's time to consider replacement options. Tips to extend your CVT's life. Always use the correct CVT fluid type and change it at recommended intervals. Avoid aggressive driving habits like rapid acceleration or towing heavy loads if your vehicle isn't rated for it. Pay attention to dashboard warning lights and have the transmission checked promptly. Regular maintenance and fluid checks can prevent many common CVT issues. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below with your experiences or questions about CVT transmissions. Thanks for watching.